Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Kandi Washington. And before we dive into today's Kiki, which is Kandi Burruss's spin-off show, Kandi and the Gang, unfortunately being canceled, and a little bit into the lawsuit over the 2020 shooting and what's going on with that. We all know that Kandi Burruss is our girl. But before we dive in, be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. Check out our description box down below and shop our love collection. So with that, you guys, let's dive right on in. So as we know, Kandi Burruss is the highest paid Real Housewife as well as being the longest standing full-time housewife in housewife history. Yes, she has been a full-time peach holder longer than any other housewife, and she also brings in the big bucks. She has multiple spin-offs, multiple businesses, and she also has a very healthy and functional relationship with Andy Cohen, Bravo, and NBC, which cannot be said for the majority of the housewives. Sometimes very unhealthy and dysfunctional situations going on with Andy and the execs with lawsuits and all that situation going on. But Kandi has been able to maintain a very professional and lucrative relationship with them. So let's dive into what is now going on with her spinoff being canceled and why maybe Bravo probably wanted to bring it back, but given what happened at the restaurant, probably for legal reasons, they probably could not bring the show back. But let's get into it. So this is according to Radar Online, and it says, Kandi Burruss's Bravo spinoff, Kandi and the Gang, has been canceled by the network after only one season, and weeks after the rhoa star was hit with a lawsuit over a 2020 shooting at her restaurant, RadarOnline.com has learned. Sources revealed to B. Scott that the network had little interest in moving forward with the show, especially due to, quote, subpar ratings. Okay. The outlet called Kandi for her reaction to the news, but she told them, "I'm not ready to give any statement." She added, "I really haven't put my thoughts into words. I have not written a statement. All I can say is that I really love our show, Kandi and the Gang, and everyone in it. I feel like it deserves a second season. People ask me about the show every day. There will be a lot of disappointed fans. I'm disappointed." Kandi and the Gang followed the employees at the reality stars restaurant Old Lady Gang in Atlanta. The business is run by her and her husband, Todd Tucker. The disappointing news comes after RadarOnline.com broke the story that Old Lady Gang was hit with a lawsuit over a 2020 shooting. A woman named Kia Humphreys, on behalf of herself and her daughter, Tammy Johnson, sued Old Lady Gang and the owners of the shopping center where it's located. The suit said that on February 14th, 2020, Humphreys went to Old Lady Gang with her 14-year-old daughter. Before entering the restaurant, the family heard a loud altercation in the parking lot outside the entrance. While waiting to be seated at Old Lady Gang, a man wearing a red tracksuit entered Old Lady Gang and was near the front of the restaurant, the suit read. Shortly after, a second man entered Old Lady Gang. The suit added, the man wearing the red tracksuit began shooting. Kia Humphreys was shot in the right calf. The suit said Humphreys' daughters required medical treatment, including multiple surgeries and therapy. The lawyer representing the family wrote, Kia Humphreys has experienced severe physical and emotional pain and suffering as a result of the gunshot wound she sustained. Kia, quote, will continue to experience severe physical and emotional pain and suffering as a result of the gunshot wound she sustained. The shooting went down at the second Old Lady Gang that Kandi and Todd opened in 2018. Dun, 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 dun. Now, I'm not sure if this is the same shooting that occurred when Kandi's cousin also got shot and injured. So Kandi Canes, check me on that. I'm guessing it's the same one. I'm guessing this is the same event and it wasn't two separate shootings. But if I'm incorrect on that, check me with that, you guys. But I think a couple of reasons why it got canceled and everything that's going on. One, there had been people saying that, Old Lady Gang, wasn't clean. It wasn't a clean restaurant. There was, them being reported and it was getting bad ratings. Now that I think might have been somebody trying to sabotage, Kandi and the Old Lady Gang restaurant, calling in the stuff and having people go and inspect and it failing inspection and all of that stuff. So who knows, that might have been a little bit of trying to sabotage her and her restaurant and what was going on there. But when it comes to whether or not Bravo wanted to bring it back, my gut says that they probably did want to bring the show back. They probably were going to, but after the shooting with not necessarily this 2021, again, I'm not sure if it's the same shooting or not. I don't think it is though. But I think after the second shooting with that included Kandi's cousin who got shot, I believe he's a cook on the show. I think after that, they're probably like, you know what? If we're there filming and somebody comes in with a gun and there's a shooting that's going on, we are now putting our crew in harm's way. So not only are we physically putting our crew in harm's way, but we're also opening up Bravo. We're also opening up NBC to lawsuits and legal liabilities, right? If you are shooting a reality show at a restaurant or a chain of restaurants that have had, any shooting, one is enough, but multiple shootings, that's probably a really big issue when it comes to legal liability and the safety of your cast and crew. So I think beyond ratings, I think it's a legal and a safety issue. And that's probably the real reason why they canceled the show. Now, given the lawsuit and what's going on with that, I mean, I don't know. Is Lady in the Gang liable for that? I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll have to see what plays out, in the, to quote Erica Jane, let the law play out in the legal system. But we'll see, also, who was the masked man? Was it a random person? Were they targeted for a reason? So there's a lot more details into this lawsuit that I need to know in order to have a more formed opinion on it. But I do think the reason why the show got canceled was because of the shootings and the lawsuits. But I want to know what you guys think. And, Queen Kandi Burruss, she stays winning. I'm sure this is probably disappointing news, but I think Kandi will be okay. And I'm sure she'll be able to figure out another spinoff, another business, something else. Maybe she'll start a legal drama with all the lawsuits. Who knows? But shout out to Kandi. I think she's a fantastic housewife and she is a great boss babe and she is doing the thing. But I want to know what you guys think. And also, will you be watching the next season of Real Housewives of Atlanta? I did not watch last season. I don't know who the girls are. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to give the new season coming up a try, but no promises. We'll see. But I want to know, will you guys be watching? And what do you think about Kandi's Old Lady Gang being canceled? And why do you think it was? And were you watching in the first place or not? So put your comments down below. But before you do that, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. Check out our description box down below and shop our love collection. So with that, you guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor, and producer Kandi Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram @Kandi Washington. Let's go!